With these add or delete questions, you're almost always going to have some sort of like instantaneous reaction, some instinct about whether you would add or delete the piece of the sentence. And that's okay. You're allowed to have that instinct. But you're not allowed to just go with that instinct. You need to kind of think about these becauses and double check that they match and have a actually good, legitimate reason for adding or deleting the component. So let's look here. What are we trying to do? Well, if we removed this, the sentence would just say, Judy Smythe has regular video calls with her clients in Ireland and Hawaii. Well, who's Judy Smythe? I don't know. They don't really talk about her at the beginning here. They kind of introduce her. But I don't know what she has to do with video conferencing unless we really see that, oh, well, she's the founder of a company, and so she has some experience with this. So my instinct is to keep this piece of information because it just feels like a necessary introduction to who Judy Smythe is. I don't know her. I need to learn more about her. So now I would look at the A and B choices and just see if one of those reasons actually seems reasonable for keeping the component. So if we look, choice A here says, we should keep it because the underlined portion defines a term that is important to the passage. Well, if you pick this, it's because you probably think that's good enough and you don't bother reading B. But if you really think about it, that's not true. Judy Smythe is a person, not a term. We're not defining her. We're just describing her. So this is not exactly what's going on here. And choice B is clearly a better fit. The underlined portion provides a relevant detail that clarifies an idea in the paragraph. Yes, it's relevant because it tells us who she is and why she is relevant to what's going on. So in this case, I would pick B. I could read C and D just to be sure, but it's definitely not detracting from the paragraph. We need to kind of get her business knowledge in order to see how she fits in with the paragraph. And then in D, it repeats information. Well, that's easy to check. It does not repeat any information, so that is just incorrect. So with these ones, you will have an instinct to start. Sometimes it's a good instinct, sometimes it's not, but either way, you need to check the becauses and make sure that you are either including or not including this information for a legitimate, reasonable reason.